Yeah.
That's a lot. I'm an only child. I got all the Christmas presents. Actually, it was kind of sad.
That would be weird. I have a sibling.
It was, I mean, like you don't really notice. I mean, you just,
True.
that's
Right.
how you grow up. But I think now I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I had,
Someone,
siblings to hang out with. But it's all
My
good.
best
I have
friend was
friends, so.
an only child until she was like 15.
Oh,
And then she
wow.
married another kid. She was like, what do I do with this?
Wow.
But she's,
Yeah.
my brother is like totally opposite of me, so it's like, I don't know.
Okay, cool. Let's start. I hope you all had a nice weekend. Sunny, yeah? Okay, cool. So what I want to do today is we're going to continue in the singing unit, but before we get into that, take a look at your assignment 7. So everybody should have handed that in today. Cool, cool. Did you all bring them with you? Okay, great. What I want to do is instead of you guys teaching them today, I want to just go around and have you all tell us about it. What did you come up with? And feel free, if you want to sing it, go for it. If you just want to speak it in rhythm, that is totally fine too. And then I'm going to continue on in the singing unit. On Thursday, bring those back, your assignment 7s, because you're actually going to practice teaching them to multiple people. And the reason I want you to teach in multiple people is because the process that I'm going to show you today, it takes practice. We're going to point to ourselves to say, I'm the one singing now, and now it's your turn. And just doing that while you're teaching can even in itself be a little challenging. So to practice it multiple times with people. So while we do this, let's go ahead and share our how do I get that bigger? Let's go ahead and share with each other. I'm just going to stop sharing. Stop. Move. Okay, great. So, who wants to share first? Should we go with all our online people first? Because you guys just look so happy and energized. They're all jumping for joy. Okay, I'll call on you. How's that? Oh, Mara.
I didn't get mine 100% done.
Okay.
So that's the panic.
Can you tell us about it maybe, Mara?
Yeah. So mine is, if you've seen Frozen 2, there is a song in it where Olaf sings like, this will all make sense when I'm older. And he's like going through this like scary forest and like things are happening that are like clearly abnormal. And he's like, yeah, no, everything's fine. I'm sure this is fine. Everything's good. We're good. This will all make sense to me when I'm older. And it's just something I don't understand right now. And so I am changing the words to that to adapt for COVID times and have like mask stuff and that kind of information.
Okay, cool. Do you have part of it done, or you just want to hold off for a while?
I'll hold off if that's okay.
Okay, great.
It'll all make sense when you're older.
Oh, okay, got it. Tori, you want to share?
Sure. So I kind of accidentally grouped mine in with a movement lesson, but I can change it and make it more of a singing lesson. So it's teaching you the basic parts of a spider. So there's the cephalothorax, which is the head, the abdomen, and then there's spinnerets. Those are what makes, the web or wraps up bugs to eat them. And then eyes and fangs and all that fun stuff. But so yeah, for head, shoulders, knees, and toes, instead of doing the body movements that you would normally do, I have a printout that's labeled, like what the parts are.
Okay.
And so as you're singing those parts, you point to which one you're labeling.
Okay.
And then, so you give this to the students at first, and then you take it away. You sing the song, and as you're singing the song, or when you're finished singing the song, they need to remember where all those parts were
Ah,
and label a blank spider.
okay, cool. Do you want to sing it for us?
Sure. Let me get my paper in front of me so I don't mess up. Okay, so I'm not going to point to the paper because it's going to really throw me off not being able to see it.
Okay.
Just pretend I am.
Okay.
All right, so it's really fun. So we go cephalothorax, abdomen spinnerets, spinnerets, cephalothorax, abdomen spinnerets, spinnerets, eyes and fangs, pedipalps, 8 legs, cephalothorax, abdomen spinnerets, spinnerets.
All right. Good job. All right, Heather with the braids. We saw that. It was really cute. Showing off the braids. Yeah.
Well, okay, so I wrote this as like a full lesson plan, so I don't know if I need to go through it all with all of you, but that's how I'm gonna do it.
Don't do the whole
Is that
lesson.
okay?
The song
Okay.
with us.
Okay, so can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just go through this then, just as a lesson plan, and just tell you kind of where I was at. I set this up for grades 1 through 3. My concept was to teach students through listening and singing. The objective was to present a chant or song to students that will be teaching them listening and attentiveness. It will also incorporate identifying left and right, keeping time, and there's a little history in it. And the national standards that I used were singing alone with others, a varied repertoire of music. That was standard 1, standard 8 of understanding relationship between music and other arts and disciplines outside the arts, and understanding music in relation to history and culture. I'm not really sure if that is all right, but that's what I put. So there's no materials needed. The assessment will be done when the students learn the memorization of what I'm teaching them about listening and participating in that. Let's see here.
Heather, can you just do the song for us just for sake of time?
Yeah, absolutely. But so, yes. So anyway, this is a chant that was done by, that was made up by an African soldier by the name of Willie Duckworth back in World War II. And so I hope that you've all heard it, but it's that kind of where the soldiers are marching. Anyway, I can't see you guys and my screen at the same time. So I'm like, this is weird. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. There, okay. Oh, wait, I just lost it. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay. Okay, so here's the song. So you've heard that like left, 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 right, left, left, right, left, right, left. And so the purpose is to be able to stop the kids in their actions when they're doing some other project and say, attention, and make them like little military kids, okay? Stay with me here. So we're gonna get their attention. And the lesson plan goes through teaching them the march of learning left and rights. And the song goes like this. We will march them back to their desks as we change subjects. And as we come to a halt, the song would go like this. And they would echo back to what I am chanting. So, time to listen, time to learn. That raise my hand and take my turn.
Raise my hand and take my turn.
Eyes on teacher, mouth is closed.
Eyes on teacher, mouth is closed.
Brain is thinking, here we go.
Brain is thinking, here we go.
Ready, 1, 2.
Ready, 1, 2.
Ready, 3, 4.
Ready, 3, 4.
Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then they would get prepared for the new subject, or we could be preparing to get in line, marching up to the line, that kind of thing.
Thank you, Heather. Yay. Okay, Okala, just show us your song. Just present your song. Tell us what it's about. Just for
Okay. My song was to Bingo was his name. I'm sure everyone knows it was an old Barney song. So I'll just kind of read through the lyrics. It's about family. So there was a family who had a mother, and mother was her name-o, M-O-T-H-E-R. Then he spelled through 3 times, and mother was her name-o. There was a family who had a father, and father was his name-o, and then F-A-T-H-E-R, spelled through the 3 times, and father was his name-o. There was a family who had a sister. Sister was her name-o, S-I-S-T-E-R. You just go through the 3 times again. Sister was her name-o. There was a family who had a brother, and brother was his name-o, B-R-O-T-H-E-R. Spell it through the 3 times. Brother was his name-o. There was a family who had a baby, and baby was its name-o, B-A-B-Y. B-A-B-Y, spell it through again, and then baby was its name-o. And that's my song. It was kind of just teaching like the fundamentals of what makes up an immediate family.
Yay! Super fun. That'll be kind of fun because you'll have to kind of play with the letters a little bit just because you only have so many beats to do that in, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll have to play with that, see what works for you. Okay, cool. Sophie. Is she there?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I was plugging in my phone. So I'm sure most of you know Dancing Queen, probably mostly from Mamma Mia. And I'm going to be teaching the steps of PEMDAS to Dancing Queen. So I guess I'm a music major.
Uh-oh, we lost you. There we go. We're back, yep. But you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Sophie, you're muted.
All right. I guess I kind of have to sing it because I'm a music major. But I went from the second verse because I feel like that's where all the fun starts. So first we start with parentheses. Exponents are next, you know. Time to multiply. Division's up next. You're in the mood to add. And once you've subtracted, you've simplified your expression, worked from left to right. Got it right. Follow the steps of PEMDAS. So yeah, you can add, you can divide. You might use this in real life. See that sign? Multiply, subtraction this time. It feels that without a word, but
Thank you so much.
that's my.
Did I get everyone online? Let's see here. Maddie.
I guess it's my turn.
Is this
Okay,
on?
so the way I did mine, I did like classroom behavior and expectations with the tune of if you're happy and you know it. And so it starts out, if you have a question to ask, raise your hand, and then you clap, clap, just like normal. And you do that twice. And then the third verse, if you have a question to ask and you really want to know it, if you have a question to ask, raise your hand, clap, clap. And then if you need to use the restroom, raise your hand. and then clap and do that twice. If you need to use the restroom and you really need to go, if you need to use the restroom, raise your hand and then clap, clap. And then I did, if you're feeling kind of sick. If you're feeling kind of sick, ask to leave. If you're feeling kind of sick, ask to leave. If you're feeling kind of sick and it feels a little icky, if you're feeling kind of sick, ask to leave.
I love it.
Okay, so we got everyone online. Thank you, online people. Who wants to go in here?
Or should I stand?
No, I would love it if you were up there.
Oh, do you want me to go to my seat?
No, go ahead. Go up there.
I'll sit.
I love it.
That's kind of awkward. Okay, so I did the fire triangle for third graders, and I did it to like Mary Had a Little Lamb. So like Mary had a little lamb, and it worked well because it's like 1, 2, 3. So I did fire needs heat, oxygen, fuel, heat, oxygen, fuel, heat, oxygen, fuel. Fire needs heat, oxygen, fuel, or it won't burn.
Who wants to go next? Come on, brave people. I'm gonna call on Maria.
Oh, I knew it. You're looking.
Online, can you mute? I think Maddie, you're on. Can you mute? Cool. Thank you so much. Okay, Kalia. Oops. Are you staying right there?
Yeah, unless you want me to move.
No problem. This thing moves really well.
Awesome. So bear with me in my voice, but I did it to row, row, row your boat, and it's about the identifying the beginning, middle, and end of a story. So here we go. Okay, wait. I have to remember how to sing row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Right the dog. Okay. My goodness. I'm just gonna say it so I don't.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's read a book, listen, learn, and share. Let's talk about the beginning, middle, and end. First is the beginning. We're gonna talk about, we write about the character, then the setting of the book. Second is the middle. We're going to talk about what happened to the characters that we want to learn about.
Oh, good.
Finally, oh my goodness. Finally is the end. We're going to talk about how did they solve the problem? What is the lesson they share? Didn't rhyme very well, but it was harder than I thought.
Yeah, well, good job. Good job. Okay, so they can't hear you guys. So let's see. Shanna, you're next. Can you all have to come up to the seat now? Yeah.
Okay. So I did my song to Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and I changed it to so that they'd be learning about the vowels. So these are the vowels I sing to you, A, E, I, O, U. And then these are the vowels you sing to me, have everyone sing it back to me. And then for the middle verse, like I took a little break and then teach them on a PowerPoint the ASL signs, like the hand signs, like letters of the alphabet to them. And then I go, this is how you sign A, this is how you sign E, here is I, here is O, 2 fingers are you. And then we say, these are the vowels you sign to me, and then you sign them. And sign that good.
Cool. Was that better, online people? Can you hear them now? Okay, cool. Good.
Okay, do you want me to hand them out to Sandra, or should I just?
You're doing a what?
I have copies. Do you want me to
Oh,
handing
yeah.
them out?
Why don't I hand them out while you go up
Okay.
there?
So I also did it to the tune of Old MacDonald. I actually almost did the same thing. But I changed it to teach the different parts of speech. So noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. And the second page has like the notes of that. But like for the song, I don't really want to sing it right now, but I can read it. So it's like, so you say like your name, so Mr., Mrs., whatever, had a book, E-I-E-I-O. And in this book there was a noun, E-I-E-I-O. It's a person, place, thing, or idea. It's a person, place, thing, or idea. Person, place, thing, or idea. And then you say, your name, how to book, EIEIO, and then you just continue with all the different parts of speech. And I didn't go through and write one for each part of speech because that's a lot. But I did just like the beginning one because I like when I do teach it, I'd like to do like one a day probably. I just did the one for this one like lesson plan, but that was mine.
So I did mine actually to the tune of the Macarena, and it's the months of the year. So on the second page, I put the months of the year just so you can remember them. So first I would teach, well, I would kind of teach the hand motions probably 2 at a time. So like you start with your hands and flip them over, and then shoulders, head, hips, and then your back. So I'll just sing it for you really quick. So we do this every morning in my class at my school, and I always choose a volunteer to come up and start the class, so they really like that. So it goes January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are months of the year. So they really like that.
So cute. That was cute. Carl. I don't have like my lesson. I just have like the handout part. Okay, sure. You want to cut this out? Sure. Okay. All right. So. Oh. Okay. So my lesson is called like the Welcome Back song. It's in the tune of Parajaka. So so it's like when students come back from being gone like the day before or being absent like on that Friday. This would be sung on like a Monday. So the song is welcome back, we missed you, we're so glad to see you, we weren't the same without you, welcome back, welcome back. I'm going to sing that to you guys every day now. All right, Kyler, last but not least.
So I did mine as a chant as an introduction to the days of the week in Spanish.
Nice.
So it's just Monday is lunes, Tuesday is martes, Wednesday is miércoles, Thursday is jueves, Friday is viernes, Saturday is sábado, Sunday is domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo.
They're gonna have fun with that. Okay, everybody, ready, say it. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Yay! If anybody has questions like you were saying, gosh, this was harder than I thought. I had trouble. I'm having trouble with matching the lyrics with my song, or how can I teach this? Today after class would be a fabulous time to talk to me about it. Let me look at what you have and we can work through it. If you can't meet after class today, feel free to email me. Maybe shoot me an email tonight or tomorrow morning and I can work through it with you and guide you, or we could do a Zoom meeting. Whatever works. I want people to feel comfortable and confident with their pieces before you go and teach it to somebody or a bunch of people on Thursday, okay? Because I love every single one of yours. I think everyone has a really cool idea. So if you want help in kind of cleaning it up a little bit, I can help you. So, okay, cool. Really nice job, though. Super fun. Your kids are going to love those. And guess what? Now you guys have 13 ideas that you didn't even have to write. Like 12 other ideas you didn't have to write, right? Cool. Yeah, super fun. Okay. Great. Okay, so last week we did vocal warm-ups and how to discover your voice. We also talked about songs through books with John Firebend and everything. Speech poems. And then this week, I'm going to finish all of these. I'm going to try and get through them. So we'll see what I get through today. But you guys have already been exposed to solfege and singing with hand signs, right? We just did a little bit of that. So just to remind you guys that these are available. Now, I would only use these if you are comfortable with them. If you've been exposed to them in choir, or you took some music classes and you're going, yeah, I get these. These make sense to me and I can use them in the classroom. Great. If they are like a foreign language to you, don't use them because they are a foreign language. I want you guys to feel confident. How come this isn't going? There we go. So we have, and I'm sorry, but okay, there it goes. So you have 8 of them, and I'm just going to show you guys a little bit. So go ahead and let's stand, you guys, since you've been sitting for a while. So do is at your belly button, okay? Do is down here, and you guys all know the song, Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, from the Sound of Music. Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, it's a great movie. Oldie but a goodie. Anyway, so Do is right here at your belly button. Ray is kind of a tilted hand, right? Mi is about right here. So let's do this. Do, re, mi. Your turn. Ready, go. Do, re, mi. Good. So do, re, mi, fa. Ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa. The next one is so. Sing so. Ready, go. So. Now let's go. So, fa, so, fa. Did you know that's a piece of furniture? Ready, go. So, fa. Very good. And then we have, and get your head voices going. La, sorry. La, ti, do. So la is a hand upside down. Ti is like pointing to do, and do is up here. La, ready, go.
Can you, can you scroll down on the, I can't see the hand gestures.
Oh, do you want me to move the camera?
On the screen share?
They're all there.
If you like don't do full screen, then you can see all of them.
Thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Can you see me though? Pretty good? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. La, ready, go. La, ti, do. Do. Great. Okay, cool. So just to show you where those hand signs are at, how that works. Great. Okay, go ahead and have a seat. Now we did this in way before any of the units. Yeah. You guys remember the what day is today? And you respond with today is Tuesday, right? So that's all solfege, which was so me, or so me, right? So those are hand signs. Come on, why isn't this going? Go. There we go. I want to show you one other lesson plan that I really like with, well, 2 others that I really like with solfege. So this one you can do however you want. And what I do is I like to hand out pictures to students. And you can, I would do color. These are kind of boring and they're kind of hard to see. But these are displaying different animals. This is displaying different careers. Okay, so you could go in so many different directions with this. Here's another career, which is a teacher. Here's a grizzly bear, so doing animals again. Different parts of the globe. So North America, South America, Africa, right? Talking about that. And there's another one, right? So you can do different pictures with this. And what you would do is you would sit in a circle with the students and you would hand out the pictures of the unit that you're working on. So let's say it's careers, or let's say it's parts of the globe or continents or whatever, right? I'm going to just do this so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. So you would hand these out. But I'm sorry, you guys have to share. Okay, so what would happen is you're in a circle. Just pretend you're in a circle. And I would say to a student, like, who sees a picture that they know what it is? Okay, and whoever raises their hand, everyone hold up the picture and show it around when you're in a circle. Raise your hand. Who She sees a firefighter. Yeah? Go ahead, Tiana. I see a firefighter. She sees a firefighter. The firefighter would then have to look around and find a picture that they know. I won't make sense. Right? But then you do that process. I see a blah, blah, blah. And everyone says, oh, she sees a blah, blah, blah. Okay? And so then you're learning pictures and you're using solfege to do it, which would be so neat. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're going to get those 2 notes in your head. And you can do so many with just, so much with just 2 notes, right? I love this song. It really doesn't have anything to do with anything. I just like it. It's called Sorida. It's the greeting song of Zimbabwe. Anyone know where Zimbabwe is?
Why do we not have a greeting song?
What?
Why do we not have a greeting song? It's Central Southern Africa.
Cool. Thank you. So I gave you the actual song for it and movements that I've used. I wrote those in there. So it has like the arms are moving this way for sorida, sorida, as in like, hey, how are you? You know, it's a beautiful day. And then you actually do a patty cake thing with a partner on the rida, rida, da, 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 rida, rida, and you actually like have them create their own patty cake thing. And then at the very end, I added this, which isn't in the song. I went back to sorry. So I want to show you this and actually teach it to you. Okay, great. This is with solfege hand signs. Everybody do this with me. So, ready, go. So, very good. Here is me. Me, do. Oops, sorry, online. You can't see me.
I can't. Yeah, we can't.
You have to imagine, sorry. Okay, ready? And so, mi, do. Do it again. So, mi, do. Nice. Now watch. Mi, do. Your turn. Ready? Go. Mi, do. Good. Now you're going to do do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Twice in a row. So listen first. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Don't punch too hard on your stomach, okay? Here we go. Ready? Your turn, go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do you see that arrow right there? We're going to repeat that. So it's mi, do, mi, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Your turn with me. Ready? Go. Mi, do, mi, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Great. Now, if I were doing this in an actual class, I would repeat all of that again and go through it. But for sake of time, I'm going to move on. Yeah? You would go back, or you would go down the list to, again, mi, do, sol, mi, do. Can you do the last 3 lines? Ready, go. Mi, do, sol, mi, do. I almost did the hand motions and forgot the solfege. Okay. The whole song. I will help you. You ready for this? Ready? Would you guys stand? I feel like it's a great day to stand. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go. Sol, mi, do, sol, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, 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 do. Repeat. Mi, do, 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 do. Going down. Mi, do, sol, mi, do. Again, I almost did the hand motions. So the hand motions are what they, sorry, I should do the words first. Words. Sorida. Everyone say sorida. Ready, go. Sorida. It's a Zimbabwe greeting. Sorida, sorida. Yeah, so when you're walking down the hallway, sorida. Okay, great. So it is sorida, sorida, da, 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 and you're patty caking with a friend. Okay? Let's try it. Ready, go. Sorida, sorida, rida, da, 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 rida, rida, da, 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 rida, rida, sorida. I would totally review way more of that with you guys, but you guys get the idea. Great, have a seat. Have a seat. And thank you for working that song with me. Okay, cool. So we're going into how to teach and sing melody songs, call and response, rounds, ostinato, and two-part songs. Just like we have learned with movement lessons, how do you teach a melody? How do you teach a song to students? Well, two ways. What we've just been doing is by rote. So I demonstrate and you echo, okay? And that's kind of like with the movement. I show you and explain, and then you do it. That's the rote way, okay? And then with the singing songs, then you show them the notation later, okay? The other way is to show them the notation first, which personally, in your circumstance, I would do rote. Okay, you guys are not the music teacher. If you were the music teacher and your purpose was to teach them how to read music, great. But your purpose is to teach them concepts in a classroom, you know? So, I mean, unless you really want to go notation, great. But I think the call and response is way more, it's quicker for you guys, and plus it gets to the meat of the lesson plan the fastest. Okay, so do by rote. I'm going to actually teach you guys a song. You should have this in your lesson plans that I gave you. And I'm going to show you the rote option. Well, I already did, but I'm going to show it to you again. So the first one is called Hey Ho, Nobody Home. Okay, so I'm going to sing the song through first. What I want you guys to listen for, let's say they don't have the music in front of them, but you guys do. Well, what I want you guys to listen for is there's three things that I do not have. What are those three things? Okay, here we go. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none. What are the three things I do not have? And I hope you can hear me with my mask on.
Eat, drink, and money.
Meat, drink, and money. So I don't have any food, I don't have anything to drink, and I don't have any money. Yeah? Okay, cool. So, thank you for that. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none. Can you sing that with me? Ready, go. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none. Fabulous. The next section, still will I be merry. Can you sing that with me? So it is again. Still will I be merry. Ready, go. Still will I be merry. Nice. Now I'm going to add on to that. Actually, the very end, very merry. Can you do very merry? Ready, go. Very merry. Nice. I'm going to put that together. Still will I be merry, very merry. Ready, go. Still will I be merry, very merry. Yeah. Good job, everybody. Okay, now listen to me. I'm going to sing the whole song, and let's see if you can anticipate what I'm going to sing in your head. Yeah? Here I go. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Yeah? Great. Let's try it. 1, 2, everybody. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Now this song you guys have learned in recorder. There's something at the very end of very merry that tells us to repeat back to the beginning. What's that called? A repeat sign. It has the 2 dots, right? So what this does is, still will I be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. Can you do that with me? Ready, still, ready, go. Still will I be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. times in a row. Cool. Ready, beginning. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. And I'll just end it for you. Great, yay! Okay, what did I do to teach you that song? What were the steps?
You showed us a couple verses and added them all together, and then you had to go through them twice and not as a whole.
Great. Yeah, I broke it up into really small sections. Awesome. Yeah.
Specific things you wanted us to listen for. Like
Great.
You were just...
Things you wanted me, I wanted you to listen for. Yes. Great. Anything else? How about the repeat sign?
I like how you had to sing it once through, and then you had to sing it the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I broke it up so that you only practiced the last measures going into the first, right? I didn't want you to have to do the whole song and then go back into it. I felt like for attention span, it really helps for kids to break it up into smaller sections, right? Yeah, and then you sing it through. Okay, great. Thanks, everybody. So small sections. And we did this with the movement, right? Yeah. Same as teaching a dance or choreographed movement. Give clear explanations. I'm going to sing a song and I want you to be listening for blah. I will ask you to sing along with me on the second time or whatever you want to do. Be very clear. Teach the song in small sections and break it down into building blocks. Finding your starting pitch. This is tough sometimes because you have, especially when you get into middle school students, right? Some of them have lower voices or whatever. Or you're a male and you're trying to sing with the females, okay? How are you at your falsetto? You're like, yeah. So being able to sing in their range, and we're going to talk about range in a little bit, hopefully today, but we'll see. So if you have a hard time finding your starting pitch, like you don't want to go too high, you don't want to go too low, you can find it on the piano, look at your piece of music. So I just kind of picked mine out of nowhere. I could have gone to the piano and actually played that note. If you play guitar, play it on guitar. Hey, you guys know recorder. Where is it on recorder? Find a recording of it, right? So find a pitch that's easy for students to sing. Use anything that helps you the most. Men, you might have to sing in falsetto. Yay! Woo! How to start. Now again, I would use by rote. So it's a call and response type thing. Present the song first by demonstrating. Ask them questions to direct their attention to key words, actions, sounds. Repeat the song or part of the song again. Ask them to sing with you. Then teach the next part of the song. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Longer songs may take multiple days. So don't feel like you have to teach everything all in one day. Plus, if you want them to grasp a certain concept, like maybe verse 1, just teach verse 1, okay? And that's part of your lesson plan. And then verse 2 is part of another lesson plan. Practice pointing to yourself and then to the kids to let everyone know who sings. I didn't do that this time. I did with the sorida. So if you did okay, my turn, so, mi, do, your turn, go. So, mi, do, right? Can you do that with me right now? Okay, so you're going to say, okay, my turn, so, mi, do, and you're going to sing that, and then you're going to say, okay, your turn, ready, go. So, mi, do, okay? You do it. Ready? Everybody go. My turn, so, mi, do, your turn, ready, go. So, mi, do, and that's what I want you to practice when you teach your assignment 7 to somebody. Okay, my turn. Okay, your turn. Okay, and actually use your hand. Because sometimes when you go, okay, my turn. Okay, your turn. They actually do get lost sometimes. But if you're like, my turn, your turn, right? I know some teachers do this. My turn, your turn. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Yes, it takes time to teach the song at first, but then you have the song readily available for the rest of the year. So like the raising your hand one, I think that was Maddie's or somebody's. Teach that at the beginning of the year, yeah? And every single time that, raising their hands isn't happening, go back to the song. They know the song, they have it readily available, and you have classroom management, boom, done, right? Use the songs all the time. This way students understand them. They remember the lyrics. You're also saving your voice as a teacher because singing is healthier on the voice, depending on the type of singing, but most singing is healthier on the voice than speaking, believe it or not. So, singing it's good for you. Okay, great. I've taught you a song or a melody. Now, how do you teach a two-part or a round? Did anybody see in this, here's my mouse, this song, it has a number 1 and it has a number 2. What does that mean?
You start off singing number 1, and when you get to number 2, the other part starts
Great.
on number 1.
You're right. So this is a two-part song, like it's a canon or a round. Okay, so group 1 would start at the circle 1. They sing the whole song twice through with the repeat. When the group 1 gets to where they see that number 2, group 2 starts at the beginning and sing the song twice. So it's just different starting points for different groups. Yeah? So what I want you guys to do, I'm going to show you how to teach a round. What I want you guys to do is you are group 1. Notice I am letting you do what you've already learned, and I am adding the new stuff. Okay? I never have them do new stuff and me do the already learned. That doesn't make sense. Have them do what's already learned. So, you guys are going to sing, hey ho, nobody home, and take the repeat. Okay? I'm going to do something, and I always tell them this. I'm going to do something different. Don't let me mess you up. Okay? Be strong. And then they're always like, okay, like they're ready, right? Okay, you guys, let's sing it through just because it's been so long since we sang it. And then we'll actually do the round. Okay. Hey, there's your note. Ready, go. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. And just end it. Great. Now, one thing I would do is have them sing without you to make sure they have it before throwing in something new. So can you do it without me? Here we go. Here's your note. Notice I give them their note each time. Yeah, here's your note. Ready, go.
Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry.
Cool. And let's add at the end. Still will I be merry, very merry. Try that. Ready, go. Still will I be merry, very merry. Or whatever words you want to do and however you want to do. Okay. I'm going to do something different. Don't let me mess you up. Okay? Superpower pose. Be strong. Okay, here we go. Your turn. 1, 2, you start. Hey ho, nobody home. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still will I be merry, very merry. Hey, you did it! Good job! Yeah? Were you able to hold on to your notes? Yeah. Good job. That's how I would teach a round. On day 2, you review that, or maybe day 3, right? This could be a couple days. This time I start the round and you come in at number 2 with the beginning of the song. Yeah? Okay. So let's try it. I'm going to start. Here's my note, and I will point to you when you're ready to go. Okay? Here I go. And notice I'm pointing to me. Here I go. Ready? I go. Hey ho, nobody home. Need nor drink nor money have I none, and that's good. So you got the idea. That's what I would do, yeah? And then I would do the new stuff. Okay, cool. Could you do more groups with this? Yes. Yeah. It would be so fun to be where they are so confident that you're going, okay, you two are group 1, you two are group 2, you two, right? Yeah, it could be really fun. Break it up even more. Okay, so here it is broken down. Day 1, teach the melody of the song to the group, the entire group. Day 2, review that until they can do it by themselves. Introduce the round, and the way to do it is to have them do what they know, and you're the one who's doing the new thing, the second part of the round. Review that on day 3, and then switch it. I start, and you come in, yeah? If you have weaker singers, like that really have a hard time keeping hold of their note, make sure there's a strong singer in every single group so that everybody always feels confident, okay? Day 4, review, and then split them up into 3 groups or whatever. Teaching then an ostinato. Now we did ostinatos a couple classes ago. Anyone remember what an ostinato was? I did it with the rules lesson plan.
The constant repeating phrase or verse.
Great. A constant repeating phrase or verse, and it's just over and over and over again. It gives you a rhythmic pulse. Yeah? So if you notice on this lesson plan, there is an ostinato here. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. And it's repeated and repeated and repeated the whole time. And it's really cool underneath all these singers. And what's really fun about, where's my mouse? What's really fun about this is that can be an introduction as well. So you start with the ostinato, the singers come in, and then maybe the ostinato carries it out as a conclusion. So many different things you can do. You could also put instruments to the ostinato on xylophone. Ding, ding, right? It could be cool. Okay. Great. Put it all together as a big presentation. Awesome. Okay. Questions on that? Cool. Okay.
So what you're saying is to just really just take our time
Yes.
throughout the week.
Yes. Definitely. You know, and this could take, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes in a class period. You know, it all depends on how tough the song is. But break it up into small things, small parts. Teach it over time. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Heather. So if you notice, there are 2 songs here. Guess what? They could be sung at the same time. So that's kind of cool. How many of you know Ah Poor Bird? From choir, right? Yeah. So this one is really pretty too. Ah, poor bird, take your flight far above the sorrows of this sad night. Ah, poor bird, take your flight far above the sorrows of this sad night. And it goes at the same time as Hey Ho, Nobody Home. And guess what? It also has a round and an ostinato. Could you play all of this together as a huge unit? Absolutely. They go really well. Guess what? I even gave you this. There are 4 songs that go together.
Nicole?
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you notice that students don't really know a lot of the popular folk song or like the songs that we knew growing up? I mean, do you find that they're very unfamiliar with a lot of these tunes?
Yep, I do find that. It's kind of unfortunate because they're such great tunes and there's so much that can be learned from them. Yeah.
So you just teach it to them and let them just follow you or echo and they pick it up pretty quick?
They do pick it up. in like 5 minutes. And it would be
Okay.
kiddos, yeah. For sure. And, you know, it's always good to have the words on a PowerPoint or maybe in front of them so they have something to look at. You know, kids have amazing memories, though. They can remember amazing things. So, yeah. But on here we've got Ah, Poor Bird. Farewell, my friend. Farewell, my friend. Farewell, farewell. If anyone knows the Shalom Chaverim, which is a Jewish piece. Shalom Chaverim, Shalom Chaverim, Shalom, Shalom. That's where that's coming from. Hey, oh, nobody home. And then I can't read the other one. Anyway, sorry. The wind in the willow. They're all really cool and they can be put together. So, break them apart. Okay, questions on rounds or teaching a melody? Great. Okay, cool. Let's say you have a song that has harmony. So a melody part that is what the audience hears, right? And then this harmony part that's just really colorful notes that are underneath it. What do you do with that? Well, first of all, I would teach the kids, because you're with kiddos, you're not teaching a choir just yet, you're just with kids. I would teach both groups, both parts, just the same way I did a round. So I would teach everybody the melody, right? And then I would say, okay, you sing the melody, I'm going to sing something different, and I would sing the harmony against them. Okay? Then day 2, I would teach them all, or day 3 maybe, I would teach them all the harmony. And I would say, I'm going to sing the melody against you. Okay? And do it in broken up bits and pieces. So day 1, here it is. Teach everyone part 1. Once they're confident in that part, then you sing part 2 against them. Yeah? Then day 3 maybe. And you can do these days however you want. You can make this a whole semester. I don't really care. It doesn't have to be days. Teach everyone part 2. Then once they're confident in that part, then you sing part 1 against them, okay? Then split the class into 2 groups. Make sure there's a strong singer in each. And then switch parts, okay? And you don't even have to do that. You can just say you're group 1, or you're on part 1 and you're on part 2, done every single time. Like, you don't have to switch the parts if you don't want to. Questions on that? Everyone's dazed. They're all like, this is so about me.
You can teach harmony through rounds, though, couldn't you? Like, because with Ah, Poor Bird, if you have one group go through it and then stop at the beginning of the second measure, that enables them to hear that harmony. Would that be what?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kerrigan?
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't have any questions. I thought you did a good job.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So, great resource book. These are all really good ones. Hey, do you guys know John Fireman? Just thought I'd bring him up again. This one is your folk tunes. There you go, Heather. Really, really great resource for folk tunes. I love to always bring in American songs. You know, our like the national anthem or Yankee Doodle, or I don't know, right? There's some really great resources here. Any questions other than that? Okay, cool. I'm going to continue with the rest of that singing unit talk on Thursday. Before we close for the day, we're going into the instrument unit on Tuesday. Does anybody have an instrument that is part of the string group, the woodwind group, the brass group, percussion group? Anyone have an instrument they'd like to bring in and share?
So my roommate has a violin. I used to play the violin, so I can only do like in middle school, and obviously I've been playing it for years, so I can only do anything cool on it, other than like single to little stars.
Nice.
But I have a violin.
Great. You want to bring it? Cool, cool. Anyone else have an instrument? Yeah.
I have clarinet.
Clarinet.
Do I have to actually play it?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because it's been years.
You want to bring it?
Yeah.
Super cool.
Is it just Tuesday or Thursday, or is it
Tuesday and Thursday, actually.
Okay.
And you can leave it in my office, so you're like, doesn't get stolen. You can totally leave it there.
What was your question about the instrument?
Does anyone have an instrument they want to share?
I could share the cello.
Fabulous.
Like, do we need to know to play it, or do we just need to have it at our house?
Just bring it. You don't have to know.
I think I think I have a violin at my house.
Okay, cool.
I have a trumpet, but the valves don't work.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay. I can play taps on it, so.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. That almost covers every group. I'll get the percussion instruments. Great, thank you. And if anyone goes home and they go, oh, yeah, my brother has a blah, 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 bring it. Bring them all. Okay, cool.
I'll bring my piano.
Bring your piano. That'd be awesome. From Rodan. Okay, does anyone have questions on recorder? We're moving on in the book, so I hope you're watching my videos. I think we're on page, what is it, 14 now? 13? Great, great. And please do keep up with recorder, because your recorder final is going to be accumulation of all these pages, right? So you don't want to skip a page and go, oh, I never learned that note. Oops, make sure that you're keeping up with it. Anyone have questions on the portfolio, which is coming up in a month?
So I have a question.
Yeah, hold on, Heather. What was that, Kurgan?
Okay, so after our 7th assignment, don't we all just have 7 lesson plans we've written in for this class? And you wanted 10?
We need 20 lesson plans that you personally have written, whether it's part of a group or by yourself.
So, you want us to just say other lessons?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, by the end of the semester, be at 20.
Okay.
And my recommendation was for each unit write 5. Or 3 or whatever you want to do. And it can be like, from the listening unit, write some lesson plans about the listening lessons or movement or whatever. I would definitely not wait till the last minute. I have had many students do that, probably 3 or 4, and they don't do well, every single one of them. So don't wait till the last minute. I know I showed you guys face to face last week this example of a portfolio. Some of you weren't here, but just to show you guys, this is an example. So we see the tabs, right? And we have the syllabus of the class that you're taking right here. Okay. Articles that I have had in class. So like the Why Music Education would go here. There was one other, I still can't remember the name. There's a second article, so put that there. Assignments, things like your brainstorms, the resource assignment from the library that you did at the beginning of the year, your mini playlist that you created, all those go here. Anything you want to put about music, so learning to read music, whether you took notes in class or whether you took notes at home or anything you want to put in here, great, about music and reading notes. And then lesson plans created by others. So like today, if you did not write Kerrigan's lesson plan, you would put Kerrigan's lesson plan in here. Everyone else who's not yours. The music collection project is all the lessons you wrote, and whether that was with a group or whether it was by yourself. Okay? And also the lessons by others would mean my lesson plans too. So everything in there. Okay? And I'm looking for a really clean binder. I don't want to see paper and all these things all over the place. If you don't know where to put it somewhere. Just put it somewhere. I want it nice and in the 3-ring binder somewhere. Yeah? Okay, great. And making sure that your lesson plans all follow that list. If you did the national standards, the national standards that you put in there, make sure you've got the numbers with them, which one they were. Okay. Cool. Are there any questions?
I have a question.
Cool. Who wants to go first?
For online people, I know you said we could do like an online portfolio. How do we access the other lesson plans from other students?
So So they should be in the Dropbox in the discussions folder.
That's not just online, that's everybody's in there.
Everybody should be putting theirs in there, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I thought I had it figured out on how to do it, but it's really hard to attach that to discussions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
it's really hard to get that like link from your Google Drive into the discussion tab.
Well,
Okay.
you have to like in Google Docs, you have to download it like on your computer.
And that's what I tried to do.
Yeah, then you can go back into it and you have to type something to upload it, and then you just hit upload file or something, and then you can use that. But I think you have to download it. Yeah.
Who else had a question online?
I had a question. Can we steal lesson plans but change them and use them?
So what I ask is that you can take lesson plans or ideas from like other people, because that's what teachers do all the time. We're known for borrowing and stealing, but put it in your own language, because I want to see what you would do with it, how you would use the lesson. You know, write it out as if you were talking as the teacher. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
And that's a great question. Okay. Any other questions? Great. So your assignment for Tuesday is to keep. There's a new recorder video. So page 14. And then keep working on your portfolio and music collection projects. And then work on your assignment for teaching it to a person on Thursday, for this coming Thursday. Practice this and that. Okay? So I'm going to let us go. And if anybody wants me to help them with their lesson for Thursday, great. I'm sticking around. Thanks, everybody.
Just to remind you, I am gone next Thursday.
I've decided you can't go.
Oh.
Is that okay?
No.
You've got to cancel your whole trip, and I'm just kidding.
No. So
Well,
I
have a
will
good
miss.
time.
I got the fifth, so I think I missed 2 days of your class.
So just keep checking in.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, perfect. You're going to be writing like a lesson plan based off of a book. So,
Like a children's book?
okay, like for instance, children's book. If I took 10 little ladybugs and I used instruments to bring out like the number 10, and I said you're all having rhythm sticks, and I want you to hit the ground or hit a drum or something with your hand 10 times for 10. When we get to 9, you're using instruments to enhance something in the story. So like, and I'm going to show you them, you can use it for different characters. So like maybe the mouse in this story is a little finger cymbal, whereas the lion is a big drum.
So like the hungry caterpillar have a different instrument for each thing he eats?
Sure.
Okay.
And that instrument, and maybe have the kids pick.
Yeah.
Like, what noise would go with eating this fruit or a crunchy leaf or something, right? And yeah, it could be fun. It could be an exploration of, you have all the instruments on a carpet, which actually I'm going to show you guys. All the instruments on a carpet, right? And you say, I'm going to come around and we're going to what sound is this? And what words would you use to describe this sound? And, and I'm going to read a story about a caterpillar. And as he eats, what instrument would you put where, And as that student, I think it would be this, then give them that instrument. Okay, that's you. Okay, that's you. And all of a sudden, everyone's making their own story while you read the caterpillar story. I just gave you your whole lesson plan.
Sweet. Sounds good.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great book.
I'll try to write that before I go then, so I don't have to take so much stuff.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Bye. Hi.
I just want to talk to you about how this
Sure.
week on Thursday